Ferrari announced to arrive in Hungary with a substantially modified Ferrari SF1000. However, this turned out to be a bit too enthusiastically thought, and the big update for the current Ferrari will be at Silverstone in a fortnight. What's up guys, Formula News here, and first up on today's episode, major upgrades for Ferrari at Silverstone. It's an extra disappointment the team has to deal with. The SF1000 did not burn ahead during the first two F1 weekends of 2020, and in Hungary, it seems that this would be the case again. The team loses the most time on the long straights, where the Hungary has significantly less of it compared to the Red Bull Ring. According to Sky Italia, the update of the SF1000 will arrive during the UK Grand Prix and will be smaller updates in Hungary. If you are to believe the Italian newspapers, Ferrari is going to put those radiators and heat exchangers in a different place in the car. The elements will be placed above the engine block to create more aerodynamic possibilities on the sides of the car. The airflow of the current Ferrari does not run well to the rear because the radiators and heat exchangers are on the side of the car. Anyways, next up is Mercedes' involvement in Pink Mercedes. The FIA says there is no indication that the Mercedes Formula 1 team has illegally given Racing Point information on listed parts. Renault's protest against Racing Point is focused on the RP20's brake ducts, which were not listed in 2019 but are in 2020. That means it was not illegal for Mercedes to give and for Racing Point to receive data on brake duct designs in 2019. In effect, the case revolves around their information subsequently being used by Racing Point on the brake ducts of its 2020 car and whether or not that breaks the rules. Regarding the possible guilt of Mercedes, the FIA's head of single-seater technical matters, Nicolas Tombazis, made it clear that it would only become an issue if Mercedes had transferred information on parts that were listed at the time of that transfer. Next up, Ferrari on FIA engine technical directive. Ferrari boss Mattia Binotto has acknowledged the impact of the FIA's successive technical directives on its power unit performance this year, forcing the Italian outfit to adapt to the new rules. Several technical directives were published last season by the FIA when suspicions about the legality of Ferrari's engine emerged after the summer break. The directives were followed earlier this year by a confidential settlement between the Scuderia and the FIA based on an extensive investigation conducted by the governing body into Ferrari's power unit. The end result has been a clear reduction of the Italian engine's output and a hit to its performance, as Binotto alluded to in Hungary. Binotto said that last spring's mandatory factory shutdown in Maranello that included Ferrari's engine department had restricted its ability to develop its engine for this season. Lastly, serious FIA admission on Racing Point legality. The FIA revealed that it has not inspected the brake ducts of the Racing Point Formula 1 car when it investigated the RP20 prior to the opening race of the season in Australia. From its first appearance at Barcelona for winter testing, the Racing Point immediately attracted a lot of attention because of its similarities to last season's Mercedes. FIA technical manager for the car, Nicolas Tombazis, then visited the Racing Point factory where the team showed him how it used photographs of the 2019 Mercedes W10 to design its RP20. Since the beginning of the year, Racing Point has always maintained that the FIA had inspected its car before the start of the season and approved it. However, FIA technical director Nicolas has admitted that while the FIA has indeed approved the car in general, it has not specifically examined the brake ducts, which are now the subject of the Renault F1 protest. Tombazis also made a point of specifying that at the moment, absolutely all the teams on the grid are copying the competitors, both the smallest and the biggest. It should be noted that no judgment in this case is expected until at least the British Grand Prix at Silverstone in a fortnight's time, or even the Spanish Grand Prix. And that's been today's video. If you don't want to miss out on any Formula 1 news, then please hit that like and subscribe button for more top-notch F1 reports and insights. Apart from that, I hope you enjoyed the video, hope you have an awesome day, until next time, goodbye.